Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to Trish Trade, and for this video I'll be showing you guys a very simple 83% 1 minute scalping strategy that can be used for both crypto and forex. But before we start this video, let's try to give the video at least 50 likes and make sure to subscribe as well. And if you guys want to earn up to $600 by just depositing, make sure to check out the link below to sign up for a Fairdesk account. So anyways, let's get right into this video. And for this video, we'll be only using two indicators. First up will be your EMA. So you'll be needing two of your EMA right here. So you're going to make your first EMA to be the 200 EMA. You can change it to any color you like. And your second EMA will be your 50 EMA. So for this, same thing, any color you like. And this will be your indicator that's helping to tell your trend. So basically, when the 50 EMA is above the 200 EMA, you only want to take long positions, and when the 50 EMA is below the 200 EMA, you only want to take short positions. So next up that we'll be needing for your entry is your MACD indicator. So search MACD, click on the first one, and for this, what you'll be doing is you'll be removing the histogram because you do not need that. And for your zero line, you can just change it to a solid line and make the opacity 100% so you can see this. So basically, for these lines, this will be your signals to go long or short. So for you to go long, you must wait for the yellow line to be above the white line and the MACD to be crossed over. So what do I mean by that? So basically, right here you can see that when the blue line crosses above the orange line right here, you can see that price is going up. So in order for you to have a valid entry, the blue line must cross over the orange line when it is above the zero value. So right here we have a valid signal. So we see that the blue line crosses over the white line here, and the MACD signal gives us a valid position to go long. Same thing, if you guys want to make it clearer to see, you can change the MACD color to green and make it a solid line, and the other signal to red. So when the green line crosses above the red line, it is a valid position to go long. But since the yellow EMA hasn't crossed over the 200 EMA yet, that is not a valid position. So let me find another valid position. So you must wait for the green line to cross over, and here we have a valid signal where the green line crosses above the red line and the value is above the zero line. So this is a valid position right here. Your stop loss will be below the swing low, and you take a 1:1. So that is a win right there. So same thing for the short position side. The green line must cross below the red line when the crossover must be below the zero line right here. So you can see here, if we zoom in on the MACD, you can see that there's a crossover right here where the green line crosses below the red line and the crossover happens below the zero line. And if you look at the chart, this is exactly where the yellow EMA is below the 200 EMA. So we'll enter on this candle right here. Stop loss will be right above the swing high, and we'll take a 1:1, and that will be a win right there. So basically, this is it for this strategy. I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to trade it in real time and how I take my trade. So let me zoom back to previous time frames. So let's look right here. Let's just ignore the previous trades there. So now you can see that the yellow EMA is above the white EMA, so we only want to look for long positions. So we're going to let the trade place and wait for a valid position. Now it's ranging, so you want to avoid these markets, and now you can see that the EMA is crossed down, so we want to look for short positions. So right here we are waiting for the green to cross below the red under the zero line. So here we have a valid position. So let me zoom back on this value right here. We zoom in on the chart and we look in at the MACD indicator. We want to wait for the moment where the green crosses below the red, and here we have it. So we'll enter on the candle where the crossover happens, which is right here. Sorry, wrong position. Your short position will be right here. Stop loss will be right above the swing high, the recent swing high, and we'll take a 1:1, and that will be a win right here. So we want to wait for another position. So we want to wait for the green to cross below the red again, So here we have a valid position on this candle right here where the crossover happened. So your stop loss will be right above, and we set 1:1, and that is a win right there. So we're gonna wait for another position. So we have the break above, so now we're gonna wait for the trend to maybe even change, or we're gonna just let it move. Okay, so here we have a break above of the yellow EMA above the white EMA, so you only want to look for long positions now. So we're gonna wait for the green to cross over above the red color line, and that did not happen. Here the green crosses above the red, but the crossover happens below the zero line, so that is not valid. The crossover must happen above the zero line for it to be valid. So here we waiting for a crossover. You don't have a crossover. Still waiting for a crossover. No crossover yet, and here we have a crossover. So let me zoom back on the time right here. You see that the yellow EMA is above the white EMA, so we are waiting for a crossover still. And here we have a crossover on the chart. You can see that the green line is clearly above the line already. So gonna enter a long position there. Stop loss will be below the swing low, which is the low of this candle here, and we take 1:1. So, and that will be a win right there. So basically this is how the strategy works, where you want to follow the trend and wait for those strong moves to the upside or to the downside, and it's indicated when there's a crossover either above the zero line or below the zero line, depending on which position you take. So it's a very simple strategy for you guys to try, and hopefully you guys can use this 83% win rate strategy to trade and earn profits as well. So thank you guys for watching, and if you want to learn more about the strategies, make sure to subscribe and you'll be recommended many of my videos. So thank you guys and goodbye.